All right, everybody, so welcome back. Last session, you all had your meeting with Red Ruth. She was waiting for you outside of your magical hut as you were all taking a rest after your first encounters in the Bone Brambles. But she was there waiting for you to greet you and welcome you into her home. And you asked her questions of her about how you might be able to free Ralzala, that you were informed that she might be able to assist you to that end. And she was agreeable to assisting you in exchange for something, of course. She needed her home watched after and her belongings kept safe while she ran some errands, specifically going to get a bath at Mahadi's Wandering Emporium. After she returned and saw that you all were successful in defending her home against the very displeased spirits of the forest, former denizens before Red Ruth destroyed their forest and dragged it down here. But she did in fact inform you how you might free the Dao Ralzala from her contract with Zariel. She informed you that you all needed Titan's blood, and quite a bit of it. She knew of one such being, although he was not exactly what he used to be anymore. He then set out onto the plains one more and traveled to what is known here in Avernus as Uldrak's grave. Uldrak being a once mighty being who lost a duel with Tiamat, and instead of slaying the Empyrean, turned him into the pitiful, lowly form of a spined devil. He told you what he would need to do to regain his full stature and essentially regain his status as a Titan, and let you all know that this was no easy feat. He said that he must spill the blood of Tiamat on the soil of Avernus at this spot in order to be free of his curse and return himself to being an Empyrean. Now, he advised you all that going to toe-to-toe with Tiamat was pure suicide for anyone but a god. But a servant of hers, a being by the name of Archon the Cruel, lived on the wastes here and carried around a vial of Tiamat's blood as a reliquary, a bit of a sign of her blessing. And he said that he had something extremely valuable to Archon and to Tiamat, something that he might be able to trade, something he'd kept hidden, but he couldn't bring this to them himself because they would simply take it from him. Might makes right here in Avernus, and he was in no position to protect any bargaining chips that he might bring to the table there. So, offering that Orb of Dragonkind to you all in exchange for his word that he would help you, giving you his blood once the deed was done, you all, with the tiny spined devil Uldrak and the Orb of Dragonkind now in hand, were preparing to make your way far, far to the north of Avernus. That is where we pick up.
So as Bill was the one to have to walk up there and grab this orb, is it like large? Is it like, can you hold it with two hands?
So
is it relatively small?
It looked quite large when you first saw it. As you were getting closer, you saw that the casing around it is what makes it appear so large, but the orb itself is no more than maybe the size of a small bowling ball. Get a good
approximately
picture.
Same weight, or
yeah, it's pretty hefty. It's got some heft to it. It's shrouded in this purplish dark light, and it has wrapped around it the visage of a dragon, a draconic creature wrapped around it, kind of like carved into a casing holding it.
So I'll walk up there and obviously grab it and take it back down. And can I like inspect it as I'm walking back to the group with it, like, toss it up a little bit, try and get a better look at it to see if I can determine the nature or abilities of said ball of glowy dragon?
Sure. Go ahead and make an Arcana check first off.
Off to a
Then
great start
anyone
here.
proficient in Arcana or History can also attempt to check.
Once he gets down with it, I will definitely be wanting to take a look.
Par for the course. Here we are.
Yeah, Bill, you know nothing. It's shiny, it's pretty, it's warm to the touch.
Yeah. I am using my inspiration here.
So with a
5
19,
minutes into session.
Valifon,
First roll on 5. Here we go.
with a 19, you would be able to know quite a bit about its origins. You would know that it is, in fact, an ancient artifact, that it has the power to command dragons. To the 19, what was the? You have a +8. Okay. So you would know that it's not of the prime material plane that you are aware of. You've heard of other dimensions, other places. Archon the Cruel being a name that seems to hold weight here, which you haven't recognized might have been from one of these alternative places. But you would know the orbs of Dragonkind, I should say, to be of Kryn, a distant plane, distant place from here. These orbs were originally created to do good. And Valifon, as you are inspecting this information can also be supplemented from Uldrak. Would you be kind of saying out loud the information that you're getting as you go, so Uldrak can supplement it? Fantastic.
I would.
So Uldrak would be supplementing the whatever information that you would have here, and between the two of you, you would know that these devices, these things, were originally made to combat dragons, but were so very successful in doing so that they became very sought after by the draconic beings. It can lure dragons to them with the right magics and enough of them concentrated in one space. It can easily destroy dragons as well. You would know that it's a very dangerous artifact, but also an extraordinarily powerful one. Your assumptions earlier that it is dangerous and could have ramifications if used by, we'll say, the average person. But yeah, I think the big takeaway from that would be the fact that you would be aware that it is an extraordinarily powerful artifact. You'll also be aware that it is quite dangerous.
Would there be any objections to me keeping this safe as we travel to see this Archon the Cruel?
Putting it where? In a safe?
I'm gonna put it into a bag and.
Well, like the Pippin and Gandalf thing. Wrap it up and put it away.
Exactly.
I mean, Bill probably don't care at all. He doesn't know anything about it, so
I don't think we should be walking around Avernus going, "I've got a dragon orb."
Tossing back out sprinkles for all Bill cares. I don't think it matters to him.
Okay. Uldrak.
He responds in giant.
Oh, damn it.
Once he saw that you didn't understand him, he would apologize and switch back to common.
Okay. If not, I believe Titans are Celestials, and I would switch to Celestial. But Uldrak, what can you tell us of this Archon the Cruel? Who are we going to deal with?
He's a loyal servant of Tiamat. Very straightforward negotiator, I would say. From those that I've interacted with that have met him before, he's very no nonsense. Yes, very very no nonsense.
Allies. Does he have any that you are aware of that we should be concerned with?
His eyes kind of go wide and his mouth drops a little bit, and he just, yeah, a few.
Go on, tiny giant. Please describe these in further detail.
You guys will be fine. I mean, he's not. There's no reason for you all to think that you would have to fight his friends. You guys will be fine.
Can I do like an insight check on him?
Yeah.
rolling hot tonight.
Yeah, he seems pretty straightforward about it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the assumption that we're walking into, you know, the depths of hell.
Well, since we are going to be clearly making friends, and I believe him that we're not walking into a fight. Are these noble allies? Do you think that we'd be able to work with them, or is this more of a might makes right situation, and we're going to have to show the best of our abilities?
Well, I certainly wasn't prepared to bring this to them by myself. They would have simply taken it from me.
So what you're saying is they may try to take it from us at first. We may have to show that we are strong enough to hold it.
You guys will be fine.
Well, you better hope that we're fine, because if we're not, you're stuck for at least another millennium or two in the form you're in.
Oh, no, he's coming with us if we're going down. Is it going down?
No,
what you call it? Since
no,
we're already down in out
can't,
Avernus?
we cannot take the chance that he's getting squished.
I'll wait in the car.
Okay. Put him in the car.
All right. So you all have some time.
Well, this is all the way across the map, isn't it? Right?
Yes, but again, remember, time is very strange here. It could take you a few days. It could take you a few hours. It's difficult to tell exactly how long it'll take. You may or may not have to cross the sticks based on what you're seeing on your map here. All depends.
So where are we?
Far south, southwest corner of the map currently.
Oh, Bone Brambles. We're like outside of Bone Brambles.
Uldrak's grave down here.
Oh, whoops. Okay.
But a giant sword is sticking out.
And we're trying to get to
Tiamat's skull.
Yeah, monument to Tiamat.
Actually, Archon's Tower, I think, is where we're actually going, but...
Fun.
And so the plan here is we're going to give said Archon, with what metagaming knowledge I know about him and not metagaming, this orb, and he's going to give us some of Tiamat's blood.
Uldrak would say that's the plan.
I'm sadly in agreement with Valifon here, and I feel like this is a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't think we have much
Especially
choice.
when you say it out loud.
Plan B is you grapple him, and I grab the blood and run.
Yeah. All right. I'm assuming. Is Archon like a big guy? Is he gonna be like a Minotaur? I assume he's a dragon.
Metagame knowledge here. I can tell you what Archon is.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Uldrak has met him. He is a dragonborn.
halfway there. Okay.
He is a dragonborn. And Uldrak would tell you that he is in possession of a rather powerful artifact. A hand of a once very, very powerful necromancer. He is in possession of the hand of Vecna.
Can I roll to see if Bill would even know what that is?
Sure.
Arcana, I assume?
Yep, or history.
I'm bad at both, so...
Nice.
Hey!
Nice.
And I'm rolling like crap tonight.
So yeah,
sounds
Valifon,
nice.
You would know enough to be apprehensive of the name. Like, it definitely sounds familiar to you, but as far as detailed knowledge of who Vecna might have been, your studies are failing you today, unfortunately.
I know when somebody says artifact.
Mm-hmm.
That means power. So, yeah.
Anna recently got done watching Stranger Things, so she has an idea.
I actually like Stranger Things' portrayal of D&D in this new season. It is the best one so far, for sure.
I actually watched the last half of campaign 1 of Critical Role just before we started this campaign. So
Nice. You probably know a lot more about Archon and Vecna than I do. Then I haven't watched season 1 in years. Campaign 1.
Yeah, I watched it in preparation of the animated series coming out.
Nice, yeah.
So we load up into Sprinkles then? And
Yeah.
do we keep an eye out for the Traveling Bazaar as we're going?
Yeah, let's, just in case we can pick up a
I mean,
couple of our on-order items along the way.
I was going to say, on-order items, baby. Here we go. All right, then.
I think
while we're traveling in... Oh, go ahead.
I think they said the way to find them is to need them. If you call out to them...
Didn't we owe them something?
That was definitely insinuated.
Bill has a perpetual need for shiny magic items, so I mean, I don't know if that counts.
You want to give up if we want to give up a soul coin, I'm sure we could manage to encounter said.
Who is the owner of it?
Mahadi. You met him briefly on your way out.
Hey, he was stiffing us on dinner, so we ain't going back.
If we say Mahadi's name 3 times, surely he'll show himself.
Well, I don't want to spend a soul coin, so I guess we'll drive, and if we desperately need it, we can burn one. Is everyone okay with that?
So, speaking of soul coins, go ahead and burn one for your day's travel today.
Somebody got one to burn?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So,
I'm at 12 now.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I grabbed a lot because I was driving, so...
What is it?
Yeah. Because we broke the soul coins up.
Pieces.
Yeah, 12 electrum pieces.
Oh, yeah, I have
right.
9. I forgot we keep them as electrum pieces. I forgot we did that to Spike Comet.
Then, yeah. If we get bored, summon the...
Keeping a tally of every time anyone says electrum. It's just one more legendary action that's going to get used against you later.
Okay, anyway, yeah, we have plenty. I have 9 electrum pieces, so I can... So we're just burning them to summon Mahadi, essentially? Is that what we're trying to do?
No, we're going to drive, and if we see the Wandering Emporium, we'll stop. But if we desperately need it, then we'll burn one to summon him. Depends on how much people want their on-order items.
I feel like we're very unlikely to find him by just looking.
Yeah, I'm okay with waiting for right now.
Onward, then.
Yep. So, while we're traveling, is travel smooth enough for me to work on a scroll while we travel?
Roll a d100. Yes, it is.
Okay. I'll be creating a first level scroll.
Nice. What's everyone else doing during your downtime?
Drive.
How long downtime do we have?
It's extraordinarily difficult to tell. Judging by what you saw on the map, it's about as far from one point to the other as you can get, but that being said, extreme distances have been traversed in mere hours, and it has taken days of travel to get what looked like it should have been close, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Okay. Anna
I'm going on a like day by day basis what I'm doing. So, and this is a 1 day thing. So.
What's Anna doing?
Anna's trying to awaken Ghost. She'll spend the next 8 hours trying to do that.
Fantastic. Okay.
Bill will drive, because someone has to drive.
Okay.
Crawl, are you doing anything?
Just sleeping.
Nice.
Use the dragon orb to bowl on the back of Sprinkles or something. It's a big old bowling ball. Live the dream.
Yeah.
Watch, we break it and it explodes and we all die.
Okay. All right, so quite a bit of time passes while you're out on the wastes. Featureless expanses of plains of dust and ash on either side of you. Much like traveling through a deep, deep desert for a very long time. Where exactly is the Orb of Dragonkind right now? You said it was in a bag and on Valafon's person, correct?
In a bag and in my backpack. So it would be sitting on the floor beside me while I'm working on a scroll.
Okay.
So just like a normal backpack, not like.
No, I don't have a bag of holding.
I don't know. A bag of holding. Okay.
Right. Okay, so about 6 or 7 hours after you've begun your travel, you begin to see a pair of plumes of dust out ahead of you. Looks like it's several hundred feet out ahead. They are closing with all of you, though. Bill, as the driver, you'd be the first one to notice this. They would be heading straight towards you in your direction.
I'll kind of like slap on the roof again. We might have company. It looks like there's 2 plumes coming our way, letting everyone know.
Bill, as you watch, the two plumes break off from one another, leaving one behind as another continues heading towards your group, continues heading towards the vehicle. Any sort of change in direction would be matched. They're very clearly on an intercept course with you, although one of the groups, the second group, stayed back, and you saw the plume of dust slowly fading off into the distance as if somebody had stopped there. And
with our knowledge of the vehicles that we've seen so far and the plumes generating, would I be able to tell what type of vehicles they're driving, or what is it just a direct run right into a strategy intercept?
Are you proficient in vehicles, land vehicles?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll a perception check at advantage.
Never thought that'd be important, but it always seems to work out.
My wireless mouse just died. How dare
Yeah. You have a driver's license. That's important.
Okay. So, Bill, yeah, you're able to figure out quite a bit just by looking at these plumes. The initial plumes that you saw appeared to be one very large vehicle and a smaller another entourage of smaller vehicles. What you saw was the largest vehicle is the one that appeared to have stopped, while the other two continued forward and began a very clear intercept course with your group. Now, Bill, with your proficiency in land vehicles and with your 23, be able to figure out that if they were trying to attack you, the angle that they're coming at is incorrect. It looks more like they're trying to get in front of you than try any sort of strafing or try anything like that. And as you're watching, you actually see a pair of large flags up over their vehicle. What they could possibly mean is a mystery to you, as I'm sure you're not very familiar with Avernian signal flags, but they are waving them at you.
At what range are?
I say I'll smack the roof again, Tim Valifon, to get up here to tell me what the flags look like.
Yeah, they're quite a range out still. You're barely able to make them out through the fog, through the dust. At the current rate, they'll probably cross directly in front of you in about 2 to 3 minutes.
Can I angle the vehicle so that way we try and essentially either having them change course while going towards the main plume?
You want to change course towards the larger vehicle?
Yeah, why not? Because chaos.
Okay. Yeah, they would change their course. They're still trying to wind up in front of you. Go ahead, Anna.
Are any of the flags solid colors?
No. They all appear to be black with some sort of red insignia on them.
Mm-hmm. I don't think any of them are.
I speak Infernal. Are these symbols I would recognize?
Yeah, go ahead and make a history check at advantage. Awesome. That was a good roll. Balafon, this is very clearly a call to trade. They're trying to get your attention, and one of the flag means peaceful parley, the other one means trade valuables, or valuables to trade.
I would tell everybody that. Yeah, they just want to talk and see if we want to trade. Obviously, they might be wanting to trade for something that we aren't willing to give up, in which case this may be different, but no reason to go in fighting.
So I guess then, knowing that, I'll kind of redirect Sprinkles and kind of head straight for him.
Okay. So as you're closing the distance between you and the vehicles, they would begin slowing down, and then you'd see two dune buggy-like vehicles pull up alongside you. They're keeping a respectful distance between you and their vehicles, flanking you on either side. Their flags still trailing in the wind, and they are very clearly directing you towards that other large vehicle that you saw stop.
How long has it been since we left the sword? The
Uldrak's grave?
The grave?
About 6 hours.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and I will stay in the car.
Okay. So, as you get closer towards the large vehicle, you can actually see it breaking up over the dunes before you get there. It is a massive vehicle, considerably larger, almost twice the size of your vehicle, if not more than twice the size of your vehicle. It is bedecked from head to toe in what looks to be solid gold, stained red in some places, and it looks like it's dirty, but it has been meticulously cleaned over and over again. In fact, there is about 5 or 6 ghouls, undead creatures, cleaning the outside of it as you all pull up. On the top of this thing is basically a beach towel, what do you call those, the canopy things set up, a parasol,
umbrella?
A nice little, there's like a large parasol, a very nice little table and tea set, and a woman dressed in all white, very, very fancy, very lavishly dressed, sitting up at the top there, and she seems to be sipping a tea while a pair of ghouls fan her off with a couple of large fans.
You say woman, human?
She, from where you are now, you're all probably maybe about 50, 60 feet from her at the moment. As you finish pulling up, from what you can tell, yeah, she's human. Wow, farther than that. She's a good 100 feet away from you all when you pull up initially.
Yeah.
But she appears human, and as you all pull up, one of the creatures that was driving the vehicles that escorted you here, they pull around and pull up alongside this one massive vehicle, and one of them steps out front, and in a very scratchy, gravelly voice, he introduces you all. He's very clearly not made to speak common, but does his best to do so, and introduces you all to his Lady Feanor. He says that she is a purveyor of fine things and beautiful oddities here on the wastes, and would love to see if you lot have procured anything that might be of interest to her. She has other fine items with which to trade with you. Here.
Bill will kind of like poke out, like what?
So she says,
"Thing's huge."
This would be the guy that's down here talking to you all. Says many things. Do you have anything? She would, as you ask like what kind of things, you would hear a whisper. It's very clearly coming from the woman, but it's a very soft, very quiet tone, but it somehow reaches all of your ears clearly. She asks if you all have anything of beauty to brighten this boring place.
I mean, Bill fancying himself as a pretty handsome dude kind of gives, the up and down eyebrow motion. Like, go on.
She glances over at one of her ghouls, and then glances back at you. It's negotiable. She's not averse to taking on new crew.
Speaking in an undertone to the group, though, I don't got anything. You guys in anything pretty?
She makes a gesture, and the purple-skinned creature approaches with some things. Go ahead.
Oh, wait, I got that. Go ahead, Kroll, yeah.
I was just gonna say the only thing I have is a diamond, but I need that in case I go down.
I got that brooch of shielding, that fancy hairpiece.
Oh yeah.
And
Off of my hat and kind of flash it towards her.
The purple creature with the many arms, the chitinous face, would gesture over towards it, and he would give a brief nod. Anacola, do you have anything you want to say?
Oh, I might have cut out then.
Yeah.
Oh, I see why Discord's weird. Sorry.
No worries.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, Anna would say that she's beautiful and worthy of such a claim. However, she's busy, so she doesn't say that.
Feanor makes a brief, little bit of a sad nod. She would very much like more people to ghoulify and add to her crew, but... So does... Go ahead.
I will pull out a small gem, something that's probably only worth like 10 or 20 gold pieces. But I've used my artificer's magical tinkering on it, so that it plays a lovely tune.
Looking at the group loot, we do have that black gold ring with a pearl on it, too.
Valifon, her eyes would go up a bit, and she would sit up just a little bit higher up in her chair as she sees that.
I will hand it to Ebonstar, who will fly it across to her.
She would hold out her hand, and it would fall into it. And again, very, very quietly, it's almost like someone was like standing right next to you, whispering in her ear. She would hear her say, "Lovely." And she gestures, just makes a very absent-minded gesture, and the fiend that's in front of your vehicle would nod furiously, and he'd begin showing you all. He's like, "We have many things that the lady would like to share with you all today. We have this," and he shows you what looks like a small token on the end of a feather. Looks like almost like a eagle's talon tied to the bottom of a large feather. It says, "If you ever find yourself in need of wings, this token may be able to help you." And he presents you all with a Qual's feather token. Bird. They'd be more than happy to explain what all of these items do to you for their trade. This is the first item they show you. He shows you this as well. He takes out a small wooden box and says that he can't demonstrate this at the moment, but he says that if you ever find yourselves in need of crossing a river, that this would certainly come in useful.
Ah, the old folding boat.
And he also shows you all a small bracelet with several spherical black orbs on there. seems to kind of like smoky substance dance across their surface, and that is a bracelet with 6 beads of force on it. She says that in exchange for the brooch and Balafon's offering, she'd be willing to part with any one of these. More might be added to the pot, of course, if you all had more to offer.
So speaking to the group, though, I mean, the feather token is clearly, I would consider, the better of the items, right? Because it gives us a bird to fly.
It can get us across anything. It can get us across anything that the folding boat could get us across.
I still have that ring of scorching too, so I think I'll add that to the pool to see if it'll improve our options.
The circular blasting.
Yeah. So I'll with her, Bill speaking now, with her offer of say there might be more, Bill will take his boar's head ring off and obviously show it to her as well on top of the brooch of force. My poor little fire starter's all gone now.
The beads of force are really interesting. I'm kind of confused on how they work. Because it like traps people, but it's only 1 pound. So like, could it just not be moved over? I don't get that. And also, do the creatures inside become tiny?
I thought it was like a fancy grenade, is what I remember.
That's what I thought it was too. Yeah, I'm reading it again now.
But it is a grenade, but it also traps them inside. But like,
It's a 10-foot radius. Like
10-foot radius.
Yeah, which is huge. But do all the creatures get trapped into the bead or something? Because it says
no. The bead explodes into it explodes, causes the force damage, and then there's this there's like a
That's
bubble
how I'm
of
seeing
force
it too. Yeah,
that
like it
holds
makes
them.
like it creates a 10-foot radius sphere of force around itself when it detonates, and anything trapped inside of that is stuck there for 1 minute. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, a sphere of transparent force that encloses the area, the 10-foot radius for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Any creature that fails to save
only
is trapped inside the
weighs
sphere.
1 pound.
Yeah.
And it says the sphere can be picked up, and it only weighs 1 pound.
Yeah, we can toss it.
So the way that I read that is that you can throw it at something or someone. It detonates if they fail to save, and they are trapped inside of that 10-foot radius sphere, which is then only a pound. So, but that only lasts for 1 minute.
And if you have a crowd at a coliseum, you do the beach ball toss thing.
I'm just thinking we throw it into the river Styx and let them deal with it and see if they come out.
Well, there's that too. Yeah, if we can do enough upping of our offerings to get both the feather token and the bead of force. How many of these you said was on the thing?
There are 6.
6.
It's pretty good. Did we get any response from me offering my ring of blasting?
You would get a brief nod, but definitely something more is necessary.
I'm looking.
Looking over all the magic items we have, does anyone have the flute of allurement, cap of water breathing, pipes of the sewer?
I think Anna has the 2 pipes.
Helm of Torm's sight. I don't think anyone wanted that. Did we get rid of that?
No, we left that. We left that in El Terrell. Didn't we?
Or the helm of telepathy. I think someone has that, don't we?
Oh yeah, we have the helm of telepathy. Just nobody's wearing it. I actually think Althea was carrying it.
Oh.
I think we lost Anicola again.
Oh, yeah.
And Foster's back. Yeah, so we have the helm of telepathy. We could definitely throw that in.
So the circlet of blasting and the helm of telepathy.
Mm-hmm.
She would seem a little bored about it, but she would nod.
Anicola, I know you. I know what she would like, but you're not gonna want to give it up.
The beans.
Well, I will do something at some point to make it up to you.
What are you doing?
Give her the bean.
That, or I was going to say the elemental gem.
What does she want for the bean?
We don't know.
We're trying to get our offer up enough to get both the feather token and the beads of force,
or something better. We don't know yet.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the circlet of blasting and the helm of telepathy in there already, right?
Yeah.
I missed the latter half of the discussion of the bead of force. Were we saying that like a gigantic creature could just like kick them or something?
It needs to be able to fit within the 10-foot sphere.
But once something is contained.
Carl, one second. So Foster, your question is what can be done with the sphere once the creature's trapped in it?
Yeah, because it's 1 pound. So could a gigantic creature just kick it like a beach ball?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could kick it like a beach ball.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah! Anyone could.
Yeah,
oh
it's only a pound. Yeah, you can heat that thing in
while your internet connection was messing up, I was describing a coliseum of people using it, the beach ball thing, tossing it around in the air.
Oh, that's amazing! Yeah, we need that. Okay,
so cool inside.
That's why we're upping the ante to see if we can either get both or something better. And she's so far bored with our offer.
Yeah,
this is the weirdest negotiations.
I think she would like a bean.
That, or we throw in the gem of elemental and see where we go from there.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that too.
I have 2 beans left.
Well, how about this? So, Bill kind of puts on a show and looks really begrudgingly pulling out the last yellow elemental gem in a means to try and persuade her that we're giving up things that we consider very valuable. Do you want me to roll for that?
Are you?
Yeah, lying? You can make a persuasion check. Okay, you see her eyebrow go up a bit. This is a very non-expressionful person, if you haven't noticed.
And then Bill will follow up then. So this is enough then. We can have both for all of our wonderful items.
So
I have a...
She would nod, and the fiend in front of you all would hold out both the feather token and the beads for all of that. So far we have the helm of telepathy, the circlet of blasting, or the ring of blasting, right?
Ring of blasting, the same thing.
Okay. And the yellow elemental gem. That would certainly be sufficient for the 2 items.
I have some stuff I could give up.
Well, I was going to say. So with that, then, unless continuing to be persuasive, unless you have something better to offer than this.
Also, if someone wanted Anna to give up some stuff, they'd have to go beneath the deck to get her and ask her stuff. Cause
we would have gladly brought you up.
Okay, yeah, you literally. Well, no, she's beneath the deck because she's working with Ghost at the moment.
Yeah,
she's you just carry both of us up, so we don't have to move. All right, yeah, yeah. So while she's speaking to Ghost and doing things with her hands, she would gesture to her bag and mention that she has 2 potions of growth in there that they could use, and she would try and give y'all a look of I don't want them and neither do you, because of where we got the potions.
Yeah.
But that doesn't need to be mentioned.
I bet we could get the whole lot in caboodle for just Ghost.
she looks super offended.
That's right.
I know. Trust me,
She's actively trying to give him sentience.
I realized that, and I would never give up Ghost. That was just me commenting that. I mean, I felt bad enough asking you to give up Bean.
I still have 2 beans.
I know.
Anywho, but does she like is she at all interested in other trading, or is this it?
Well, she has one more item. She has the folding
one.
boat.
Yeah.
Oh, but like nothing on top of these 3. This is it.
Right. That's what she's willing to trade with right now.
I mean, Bill's good if everyone else is good.
Now I'm curious if she is interested in trading information. So, the Tao was supposed to tell us what was the Tao supposed to tell us? Excuse my lack of notes. I'm supposed to be better at this.
So the Tao has a few things. She's going to help you free Mooncolor, the unicorn that's trapped in the demon's Zone.
Right.
And she also said that she knows someone very powerful here. That if you oppose Zerial, you'd very much like to meet this person. She can arrange that meeting.
Okay. So what was the name of this person we're talking to again?
Feanor.
Feanor?
Feanor. Well, heard his
Feanor.
name before.
We have?
Can we have a memory check?
When you first arrived at the Wandering Emporium, Mahadi was out chasing someone. Her name was Feanor.
That's right.
When Mahadi returned, he was speaking to Jezebel about the one that got away and how one day he would have her.
Lady Feanor, we are traveling north, I guess, and I point the direction we're going. We need to speak with a dragonborn that direction. I'm wondering if you know much of him. Archon.
She kind of tilts her head back, and without saying anything, she brings her right hand up and puts her thumb just under her ear and drags it across her throat to her other ear and smiles at you.
Of course, everyone just
We'll
gets
fare
along
so
down
well,
here.
will we?
The smile slowly fades away, and she's back to her stoic demeanor.
We still trading things? I'm a little behind.
I'm trying to get information at this point. We got the 2 items I was most interested in making sure we got.
The only item she has left is the folding boat, and more would be needed to add to the pod if she was gonna part with that.
Oh, okay. I don't care.
Bill will follow up behind Valafon. So what's your deal with Mahadi?
She takes a deep breath and sighs, kind of rolls her eyes a bit, and then gestures down to the little purple guy who steps up and says, Mahadi invited her here. Pursued her across the mortal plains when she was still mortal, that is. Pursued her across the mortal plains until he caught up to her, wooed her, and convinced her to come here with him. She traveled with Mahadi for several decades before she got bored, stole his grandest machine, and took to the desert.
That's Mahadi's machine. Or, I guess it's not Mahadi's machine anymore.
Right, exactly. Her eyebrows would go up and she'd kind of give you a look, and then satisfied would give you a nod when you mentioned that it wasn't Mahadi's anymore.
Ooh, actually, I reread the boat. It seems really cool. It could be useful for getting across the sticks.
And so could the feather token.
How big is a rock? Am I underestimating?
Feather token
Rocks-
is a one-time use, everybody, just so you know.
Oh, one-time use? Oh.
It does specify it disappears after its first use.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
disappears
man,
after flying
okay.
maximum distance.
The picture in the monster manual of a rock shows it carrying an elephant in its talons the way an eagle carries a fish.
So that very first sentence is important, everybody. This looks like a feather. Different types of feather tokens exist, each one with a different single-use effect.
Oh boy! All right, so we need more of the pot.
Okay, so with the boat, can we just fold it and unfold it as much as we want?
It does
Yeah.
appear that way.
Nice. Oh, rocks are gargantuan. Holy shit.
Yeah, the third command word causes the folding boat to fold back into a box, provided that no creatures are still aboard. Any objects in the vessel fit inside the box remain outside of the box as it folds. Any object in the vessel can fit inside of it.
Oh,
Do
it's in use. That's amazing. Okay.
Do we want to swap it out then for the bird token and do the boat, since the boat has infinite use and this is more of a one-time?
Yeah.
We have other means of flight.
Yeah.
Like, between... Because, okay, Anna can fly on her own. Valafon can make himself fly. Anna can make someone else fly, and then people can fly on either Anna or the person she polymorphs. So, we have a means of getting everyone across. Wherever we need to go.
Yep. Boat's better.
Woo!
Glad that was pointed out before we made that terrible decision. So.
I mean, feather
Yeah.
token's cool, but
We just need to get some wings on this, and then we can turn this into a... what is... Oh, no. I'm blanking. What is it called? No.
Airship?
Sprinkles?
The new thing. That,
A
we can-
spelljammer?
Yes.
Nice.
We turn this into a Spelljammer campaign. Go from Avernus to the very opposite, into the sky. Alright. Would you be willing to swap the bird token for the boat?
She would kind of roll her eyes in annoyance, but would gesture her hand, make a gesture towards the Mezzaloth again, and he would trade the two things out.
I'm like, this is actually, I'm completely reevaluating how I think of rocks. I thought of them as like medium creatures.
Oh, they're massive.
They're massive.
Oh, they're big.
Massive.
This is very different. This
they're
is
big
way
boys.
different.
It's like my Rime of the Frost Maiden adventure, who thought that I like to think that they were joking, but they were a little bit too serious about this, about going up against Oral and her rock companion at like level 5. I was like, okay, I guess the campaign has been long enough, right?
Nothing like rolling up new characters. No big deal.
Oh, Sky Titans. That's very...
Sky
They're a
Titans. Yeah, they're
They're a Titan. Guys,
quite
we
big.
can get their blood. We can get their blood when we summon this. was that what we... The blood
It's
of a
just a
Titan?
one-time use, though. We needed the blood of Tiamat.
Oh,
we
I thought we
need
needed
the blood of
Titan blood.
Tiamat so that we can get the blood of a Titan.
Yeah. If these guys are Titans... we get the rock. we
Right, summon
stab
the bird
rock.
and murder it.
Yeah.
Skip this whole adventure question. Move on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's not do that.
All right, so boat and token.
Boat.
She
no,
doesn't
boat
like
beat the
Mahadi.
force.
Oh yeah, boat and beat to force. Doesn't like Mahadi. I feel like we're missing something else. Or is bored with Mahadi might be the better answer.
Any news from the front?
She would look disinterested, kind of start glancing up at her parasol and scratch at her eyebrow, but then she would gesture again, and the Mezzaloth would be like, yes, the forces of the Archduke do not fare well at the moment. Zariel herself has re-entered the fray. There's an unexpected arrival from the river. Put a bit of a wrench into her priorities.
Oh, by the way, I will note for
Alright.
the. Sorry, I will note for the rock. It is permanent. It is like a familiar in that it is here forever until it dies or until we overuse it.
Until you travel its distance.
Yeah, but that's if we rest for one day, then it restarts, so we can have that distance again. I think. Am I reading that right?
See, I read it. Once it uses its distance, it goes away.
Flight its maximum speed, 16 hours for 45.
After
With a
maximum
1 hour
distance
rest
for the
every
day.
3 hours of flying. Yeah, it just disappears after flying its maximum distance, which is 144 miles.
But
It doesn't say anything about it resetting.
But it says after its maximum distance for a day. Isn't that like so? If it goes
Yeah.
over 144, then it disappears. But if you
Yeah.
stay on,
Rules of intended versus, I mean, some of these
Yeah.
magic items aren't written super well. That's
We would
it's
definitely
gonna-
rule that as it would travel 144 miles maximum. Period. Full stop.
okay. All right.
Go ahead, Balafon. You just mentioned you had asked about
I would ask who has entered the fray from the abyss.
He kind of looks around, looks up towards his master, who seems utterly disinterested. But he would lean in. He would lean in close. Say, I've heard tales, but I've never thought I would get to see it happening. He is the Lord of Savagery, the Beast of Butchery, ruler of ruin.
Like that.
It was truly magnificent to see him work.
The Null Lord.
He nods.
Lovely.
Bill's just got this glassed over look like, I don't know who any of these people are. No, really, that's a sub away. Who is this dude?
He's the demon lord whose blood turned hyenas into gnolls that live only to feast.
And he's probably a blast at parties.
Yeah.
All right.
The creature that he just described, anyone that's proficient in religion, history, or arcana would recognize those titles. And yeah, I just love his picture, so we're gonna show him to you all right now.
Yeah. He's a good picture.
Oh, wow, that is a good picture.
I believe he stands at about 20 feet tall.
Loving the 3 spiky ball flail
Okay,
thing.
he is 16 feet tall.
Huge. He's fighting on which side?
He's a demon.
He just fights. There is no sides, only prey.
Bill's like, yeah, all right, I'm digging this. Cool.
I mean, that's pretty much all demons. I mean, the demons are chaos. They're chaotic evil versus the organized lawful evil of the devils. And
precisely. Okay.
Bill's topped out, so
yeah, Feanor would be back there yawning, and the creature up here would gesture towards you all. Shall we conclude our business then? My mistress grows restless.
We shall. Thank you. As a token of our esteem, I will actually send across another enchanted gem that does changing colors in time with the music of the other one.
She would once again hold out her hand, and again you see a smile break across her face. She looks down towards all of you, and she waves a hand towards you, and the ground in front of your machine. Balafon, where exactly are you?
I would probably be standing like near the front of the machine.
Okay. So
close enough to get back on it quickly if
the ground directly in front of you begins shifting and churning a bit, and a skeletal hand rises up and out of it. And more it continues to rise up and out forearm bones stacking on top of one another until it stands at about eye level. Feanor would make a gesture of her hand, and the hand bones would all begin to twist and contort. All of those tiny little bones in the hand rearranging themselves and twisting themselves into little formations. Other bones crawling up along the forearm bones, finger bones, toe bones, other tiny pieces, maybe a tooth or two, until you get this about 6-inch in diameter rose made of purely bleached white bone, the forearm bone making an over-exaggerated stem for it. After its continued forming, it stops and just sits there in front of you.
I will give a flourishing bow and accept it.
She nods and stands up, and everybody, as soon as she stands up, a flurry of motions happens. All of the ghouls around start packing everything up. You can very clearly say that just her standing is the announcement that they are leaving.
Bill will obviously follow Balafon, take his top hat off, bow respectfully, and then go right back into this sprinkles and move on with his day.
All right.
I'm still confused about the feather token. Why it's worded the way that it's worded.
The feather tokens were worded
Wizards is why it's worded the way it is.
It's one of those things where the absence of a clause does not mean that clause is true.
The text on the feather token,
it mentions per day.
The only reason it mentions per day is because of the rests, though.
Yeah. So the text on the feather tokens and like the figurines of wondrous power, they pretty much almost haven't changed since first edition D&D.
Right. These are all.
I don't know why they haven't improved the wording on those, but they haven't changed. Trust me, I know.
That makes sense.
And they're really vague.
It only lasts for one day. If it only has it's.
I see what you're talking about. The bird disappears after flying its maximum distance for a day, or if it drops to 0 hit points.
So you fly 1 mile less than its maximum distance, and you stop and rest.
Yeah,
and it's a new day.
That's a quote unquote loophole to have this thing be infinite, but that's clearly not how it was designed to be used.
That's also how a lot of magic items are used. Like, you don't use their last charge because, like, why would you?
But then it would say like it gets a certain amount back or anything.
Like
that
with,
is just
like with the last mile.
Yeah, but alas,
that's actually something I actually liked
about
first and second edition D&D was wands. Wands had like somewhere like when you found them, they had like a random number of charges between like 1 and 100, but they didn't recharge the next day. If you wanted to recharge one, you had to go through some kind of ritual that the DM could make up. You know, like you want to recharge a lightning bolt, a wand of lightning bolts. You need like an ancient oak that's been struck by lightning at least 7 times, and you place the wand in the middle of a storm. And
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for a wand.
To get it back to 100 charges. Okay, off we go.
Okay.
Zoom.
Okay.
The little bracelet with the beads of force. Can we like take the beads off and like each of us have like 1 or 2?
Yeah, the beads can be taken off.
We hold an action for all of us to throw them at the exact same time. And then people get stuck in like 4 different balls of force.
Okay, everybody gets 1. And 2 of us get 2.
How do you throw it? Is it just like you throw it and it works? Or is it like you throw it to and make an attack roll or something?
They have to make dex or something saves. They have to make some sort of save.
Okay, so it has no effect on like who we are when we're throwing them down.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yep, you can use an action to throw the bead up to 60 feet. Explodes on impact each creature within a 10-foot radius of where the bead landed.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't. Yeah, it has
Actually,
no.
I'm perfectly happy with only one. It'd be nice to have one. But I often have better things to do with my action. Even at 60-foot range.
Oh wait, Bill and Krull, you guys can action surge. You guys should have the other two.
Whoa. I don't have action surge.
Krull does.
Let's not confuse.
Oh right, you're a rogue. Yeah, that's right, not a fighter. Okay, then Krull can have. Do you want Krull to have the other two then? Krull can have.
Why
3.
not?
Krull gets 3. We each all get
Okay.
1. There we go.
3 beads. All right.
And somebody can throw the folding boat in their backpack.
I guess I will remain the vehicle master. Did we learn, unless anyone else wants it to be my guest, did we learn what the magic words are, or are we just screwed at this point?
I think we just know.
Yeah. If not, she would have told you. Or her servant.
You just have to guess. You go through
Just
the
start saying
entire
words. Go pull out the dictionary, everyone. Good luck.
Yeah, we go through the entire common alphabet, or the entire common dictionary, and we just have to keep going until we finally get something. That's how magic was invented. We just have to keep getting.
So this is a callback to one of my older
it's like
campaigns.
food. Like you just eat stuff until something kills you or tastes good.
With one of my older campaigns, we got the boat of folding or whatever, and it was a riddle to figure out what the magical words were, and it was abracadabra, alakazam, and we damn near murdered our DM.
Yeah, nice.
Wait, Comet. Decide what the 3 words are. Putting you on the spot.
I ain't writing it down, so choose wisely.
Bold of you to assume I wouldn't just pull out a random generator for this.
Alpha, beta, gamma.
No, it should be nautical.
Hmm?
I said it should be nautical.
Port, starboard, aft.
Open, wider, close.
This generator sucks. Hey, that's the 3 words. There you go.
This generator sucks. Nice. All right. As we
Yeet.
I guess I'm still busy. Actually, never mind.
Okay. Zoom.
Okay, yeah. So Bill, you'd be traveling for a lot longer this time. This time you're on the road for what seems to you all to be a good 10 to 12 hours. Time getting weird. Anna, you would most definitely get your chance to finish with Ghost during this stretch.
Yay!
So would Awakened Ghost become a sidekick?
Like as in the official sidekick rules from the...
Yeah.
I haven't even read those, actually.
Oh my god.
Okay, but yeah. Bill, after a good long time, 10 to 12 hours on the road, eventually you would start to see a cliff in front of you. Distance, you'd be able to see it from a ways off, but it seems to stretch an infinite distance to either side of you. It's a deep rift that slashes across the surface, as far as you can see in either direction. Canyon's over a mile deep, and it's filled with a strange green slime that undulates as though it's breathing. There's a bridge nearby that you didn't see before, but now it's hard to figure out how you missed it. But there is most definitely a bridge spanning across it. See,
I assume we're
yeah,
here.
that is exactly where you all are. Right up
Kind of make the signal to everyone again that it appears as though we're here.
Are there any notes on the map about what this is?
No, but you have someone that's been living here for a while to talk to about it.
Oh yeah.
The little giant guy.
We long rested during that 10 hours, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So, if you were to ask Uldrak, he would pop up and say, "Ah, that's old Shumroth. He's not doing too hot anymore, is he?" Uldrak picks up like a bit of like rock from the side and just hucks it in, slaps into it, and you can see the whole thing quiver as if in pain. Uldra's like, "Ha ha ha!" Yeah, he's not doing too great.
Is that a creature? An entity?
Yeah, it's Shumroth. He used to be one of the archfiends around here until he pissed off the big guy downstairs, and see, that happened to him.
Is the bridge safe?
There's a bridge here? Oh.
Bridge.
I mean,
as safe as anything. Are there any forces guarding the bridge?
It does appear that there is something on the bridge. Something dangling from a bent iron cage that leans out far over the chasm. Iron cage containing a hairless, green-skinned humanoid wearing shackles at its ankles. Every now and then, the crane suddenly lurches and drops the creature down into the goo, immersing it for about a minute or so before hoisting it back out. This continues on 1-minute intervals. You cannot see any other guards around.
This is hell. But you said we took a long rest. Do we need to make saving throws?
Yes.
Bill's already there. Let's do it.
Hey.
I don't need to anymore, right? Because I've already embraced the evil. Right? Or do I need to?
No, if you're already lawful evil, you do not need to make saves anymore.
I was saying, can I be double evil?
Lawful evil-er.
And hooray for resilient wisdom.
Would Bill recognize whatever it is, green creature that's being dipped, or recognize why it's being dipped into this giant gelatinous monster?
That would be a hard no to both questions.
Bill kind of looks over at Balafon and be like, "Hey, hell expert, what's up?"
Is it close enough for me to identify what it is?
You could make a Arcana check. No clue, Valafon. It looks like a fiend of some kind.
Does the bridge look like it will hold?
It looks
sprinkles?
It looks quite sturdy. You can make a perception check if you'd like to.
I'll check.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems rather sturdy.
Sturdy enough for sprinkles, or sturdy enough for us?
Sturdy enough for sprinkles.
Them.
Oh wait,
so
could we, like meet Ghost? Ghost is like a full person now.
Ghost, I'm sorry we brought you to hell.
I mean, we did just talk about a Knoll demon. I mean,
Anacola, no one knows Ghost's personality better than you, so why don't you go ahead and tell us what Ghost would be up to as a whole ass person?
Okay, let me reread the Awaken spell, because other than giving him 10 intelligence, I forgot what it does. Okay, so we gain some intelligence.
Ghost is smarter than Bill. That's awesome.
Anna too, I think. The target gains an intelligence of 10. They gain the ability to speak. It'd be really funny if I just made it druidic, but no, it's common. If the target is plant, no. Yeah, you have the statistics for the awake. Oh wait, no, that's a plant. Charmed for 30 days. That's whatever. confirm. Oh shit. Okay. I should have been preparing for this more. Um. Yeah. So when he wakes up, he's in a like I assume he was like kind of in a mini coma for 8 hours. So when he wakes up, uh, fully awakened, with like it seems like really creepy, but I also imagine he has like human eyes now, like rather than like canine
More
eyes.
expressionful eyes.
Yeah. Uh, and so he wakes up and looks around, like really startled and confused. Um, and he'd, uh, yeah, really startled and confused. Start like coughing, before as he like tries to speak, realizing that's a thing he's physically capable of doing now. Um, he would like really just fascinated with the entire ship and goes like running around looking at things in ways he never thought he could conceive of before. And will be doing that for multiple hours. Like introducing himself and being like, "Oh my god, hi! Oh my god, I can talk to you now! Oh my god, this is crazy!" He'd be best friends with Lulu, um, and they'd like play patty cake.
Oh, yes.
Uh, there we go. That's what they do. Well, we drive up towards this demonic bridge.
All right. Lulu and Ghost in the back, just absolutely gushing over one another and playing patty cake. So yeah.
Hey, you said this winch that's dropping the cage is like halfway across the bridge, you said?
Yep. At about the halfway point.
As we approach closer, I assume we'll get a better look at what this is.
Yep. So we have a handout for you. Hey. So, he looks like this, except he is not wearing any of his fancy clothes and he's not armed.
Aww.
Ooh.
You pissed someone off.
He turns towards
Yes.
you. 2,000 years. Ah! And then he falls back in again.
Bill will like slow down Sprinkles and enjoy the moment watching this take place.
When he comes back up, who did you betray?
I did not. As he tries to say nothing, the cage itself glows with this necrotic energy and zaps the shadows. Ah! I stole soul coins from the Great Lord Bell.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea.
Yeah.
Bill
Bad
will,
choice.
with a evil, cunning grin, a worthy punishment for a thief, I see.
2,000 years. 2,000. He drops again.
Can I inspect this mechanism?
Yeah. Go and make an investigation check.
Big money, big money. Totally using my sessional inspiration. Let's do it.
What do you want to figure out about it?
How to stop it.
How to stop it. Bill, with your 15, you can see that it is extraordinarily well constructed. It doesn't appear to have any moving parts. It just does what it does. It appears to be magical in nature.
Hold on. I have to make sure this is in alignment with.
What are you trying to do, Anagola?
I'm confused. My stealth looks weird. It says I have a +0 to stealth, but my dex modifier is 2.
Weird.
I don't know what would give me a -2 to stealth. I don't think anything does that. It could be any number of items that I have in my inventory, but like.
Bill, as you're going over it with your 15, you can also tell that the lock on the cage seems rather mundane. Although it is out over this pit of goop.
Oh, I could try and break the lock.
Bill is seemingly getting a bit of enjoyment out of watching this guy fall into the goop, nearly drown, and slowly come back up. What I'm trying to decide is if I break the mechanism while he's in the goop or not. I'm assuming that will certainly kill him.
You wanting to stop it while he's down there? Let's just go. We have business.
So like, wait, if we break the lock, wouldn't that set him free?
Talking about the
Yes.
mechanism that drops him.
But we would. But if we, yeah. So, Bill wants to break it so that he's stuck in the goo.
Mm-hmm. I'd rather not. I'd rather let him go, I think.
Letting him go means that we piss off somebody strong enough to have done this. For now, we have business. Make no waves.
So he gets like to the top of the bridge, right? And he's like up here for a couple seconds every time?
Yep.
Okay, and we'll leave a good berry on the top of the bridge and then leave.
Alright.
I think Bill will come to his senses and hear Falafon's words and just ignore it and jump back in and drive off.
Okay. Anacola, you can see as you are driving away, a little imp, little red winged creature lands where you put your good berry down, picks it up, and then flies it over to the cage, and then starts pointing and laughing at the guy inside while holding it just out of his reach. The next time the cage drops down, the imp stays in the air as the green creature falls into the pit.
She throws a hand at the imp.
Oh, nice.
I feel that's what you did.
Then she
Schmack!
as she watches it like sputter and whatever, she'll step back.
6 damage.
In the car.
Yeah, it would start falling, and as it goes, you see it twist over, and then it falls into the pit.
Nice.
You see a little wisp of smoke drift up after it does. All right, everyone. So, not long after crossing the bridge, you all come to the banks of a dark, red, murky river. The spot where you find yourselves isn't as wide as you might expect, maybe about 70, 80 feet from one bank to the other. Every now and then you see what looks like skeletal hands reach up out of the water, and you can hear mournful wails issuing forth whenever a bubble breaks the surface. And here at the banks of the River Styx, we'll go ahead and take our break. Come back, you all can attempt to cross.
Yay.
Attempt.
All right, everybody. So, after leaving Shumroth's pit and that poor Ultraloth stranded up above it, you all find yourselves at the banks of the River Styx. The water laps up onto the shore, every now and then pushing and surging a little bit farther up. Anyone outside would need to take a step back as it approaches. It's very clearly unpredictable, surging and receding at random intervals as you all watch it.
Oh, guys, we'll also want to we'll have to get sprinkles on the other side. So we kind of want to, I don't think we'd be able to do that with just the boat.
I don't know if we can get sprinkles to the other side.
Anna's going to get within 30 feet of where the water is kind of surging around. Is that like a safe distance? 30 feet away?
It's very, yes, 30 feet would be close to the maximum it would surge to.
Okay, yeah, she'd stay a healthy distance away and see if she can move with the shape water cantrip, see if she can move a bit of the water to see if it counts as water for the purposes of like spells and stuff. She's gonna try and move 5 feet out of the way. Get to the air.
So it begins to shift a bit as you move it. Begins to shift a bit as you move it, kind of beginning to lift up out of the water, but it doesn't seem to react entirely as you would expect it to.
How far across did you say it was?
It varies from about 60 to 80 feet.
Does Valifon know mold earth? We could totally make a ramp.
I do not.
I don't think I think that would take forever. That would be like we'd hold one piece of earth in the air above the water, and while you wait there, we go and get another piece of earth to move across.
Just enough to get a good angle. We'll just hit it at full speed with sprinkles.
I think we're gonna have to leave sprinkles here while we deal with what's on the other side. If our map is any indication, we don't have far to go once we get to the other side.
I think I'm gonna give it a shot with shape water to at least try. Even though, wait, to say shape water, I meant control water. Shape water didn't go as expected, but maybe this will.
Yeah, it was just a cantrip.
4th level spell. I would be using the part water section. One sec.
I guess Bill will have the sprinkles ready to rock and roll, so right as the part is created, we will take off. Because it only lasts for a little bit, doesn't it?
10 minutes.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, I think we can get 100. Hopefully, we can lap 100 feet in 10 minutes. But let's just give it a second to make sure it's stable. This is the relevant info. You cause the water in an area to.
So I've actually, I've looked this up preemptively. So, Anacola, as you begin to cast using control water, you can see that it's shifting and it's moving. It begins to part, but you can see that the walls are not very solid. They're holding.
Whoa.
But you don't seem to have as thorough of a control over this as you think you should.
Yeah.
Would I be able to pull so I can part the water to 100 feet on either apart from each other, on either side?
It's not quite that far. You know it should be 100 feet on either side, but you're getting maybe 60 feet, and the walls seem to be pressing in and then shifting back out, and then pressing in and shifting back out, almost like they're breathing.
How many feet can the demon zapper move in a turn? Was it 120?
Sprinkles?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. How many feet per turn is it?
Sprinkles can move 100 feet in a turn.
Okay. So 6 seconds. I feel like once it like surges outward, we drive through as fast as we can.
They can drive through. I will be ready to vortex warp whoever is driving it on the chance that it closes in on them.
Jesus Christ.
That's me. Let's do it.
And I am going to fly. And I am going to fly across.
All right. To stick. Oh. For the sake of sticking to my guns, I'll ride in the car.
I can only vortex warp one of you.
I'm okay with that. I can teleport and do other stuff.
Bill can run fast. I think that's about equally as fast as Kroll.
Yeah, I think Sprinkles can go just as fast or faster. Gun it.
Yeah.
All right. Bill will light it up and take off then.
Okay. So, waiting for the perfect opportunity, waiting for the surge to push outwards, you begin making your way across. One of the two, let's just say Anicola. Roll a D100 for me, please.
Oh,
no.
You knew there was a chance.
Oh no!
Is that good or is that really, really bad?
No, it's good. It's good. You wanted to avoid a 1 to 10. You had a 10% chance of this failing.
Okay.
So you jet across, and Anicola, you can tell, like, as you're moving across, your hold is beginning to fail. But just as you explode out the other side, onto the other side of the sticks, your spell just loses its traction at that exact moment, and it just comes crashing down in behind you all. You clear it without any issue at all. You and everyone on board are completely safe, but you can tell that it was close.
That's
high fives!
terrifying.
High fives!
Was everyone other than Velaphone in the car?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, high fives all around. I like to think that Lulu and Ghost were entirely unaware that that was happening.
Lulu's teaching Ghost how to spell. There's like a little chalk, and it says L-U, and yeah.
I just finished rewatching all of Westworld.
Oh, nice.
Since the season 4 just started.
Yeah, I started rewatching season 1. I never got through season 2, but now that I'm finished with season 1, I'm definitely gonna go and rewatch that.
So, but thinking about Westworld and the Awaken spell, the idea of awakening a creature in hell.
Oof. Ghost doesn't know any better. He's fine. Just think of how happy he's gonna be when he gets to like an actual like not hell.
I know, it's like comparatively life gets just a million times better.
Yeah, it's only up from here.
Exactly. Set low expectations so it's easy to exceed them.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So we're across.
You are in fact across.
Bill doesn't stop. We just keep going right off into the giant skull.
No, we're going to the tower, I believe, and that where we.
That is where Uldrak is currently leading you to, is Archon's tower. Yes.
Where are we? Like coming from? On which side? Are we coming from like here or here?
Does it matter?
I mean, I'm just curious. Like, are we?
Well, we crossed the bridge.
Yeah.
Right
so
here.
you all probably would have been right around here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got it. My bad.
It looks like we need to.
Distance and location is very weird here, but yes, you would be close to the bridge where you crossed. Okay, and not 10 minutes after crossing over over the river Styx, you all begin to see a dark tower looming on the horizon. Its black spire rises hundreds of feet, ramparts bristling with charred skulls mounted on iron spikes coming into view as you all get closer. See, the tower's apex splits further into 5 narrow spires that jab outwards at the sky like clawed fingers. Circling above the tower's peak, you all spot a massive white dragon. It appears black at first, it's so covered with soot and ash, but you can clearly see white scales glistening beneath it. As you all approach, you see the creature kind of begin a swooping pattern near the front entrance where you all are approaching from, then goes high up into the sky and lets out a massive long roar, and continues its circling of the structure. As you all get closer, you begin to notice shuffling figures atop the ramparts. Dozens, if not hundreds, of undead guards in various states of decay shamble across the tops of these stairs, shamble across the tops of these ramparts. Uldrak says, "Well, good luck, guys. I'm gonna be right back here. And he gets like under a chair, scooting back all the way into a corner.
I would say stop a couple 100 feet away and see if anybody comes out to greet us.
Okay. So you all stop.
Do we have any of the signal flags in our in Sprinkles? Or can I make one?
Yeah, you can certainly try to make one.
I would like to make the one that signifies that we wish to parley.
Okay, yeah. So with your knowledge of Infernal and after seeing Feanor's flags, you are able to duplicate one with relative ease. Yeah, considering your expertise and your background, it wouldn't be difficult to make it.
Run it up.
So after maybe 2 minutes after you've done that, the white dragon falls and lands atop the ramparts just as they begin to open and swing outwards. At that point, what looks like a humanoid turtle. Some of you may be familiar with turtles, maybe even encountered them from time to time, but this one looks nothing like anything that you've seen before. He has a massive black shell that appears to have been fitted with iron in many different places. He approaches, looks out towards all of you, says, "Come on, then!" Have you all disembarked from your vehicle?
Disembark. Is he alone?
He is, aside from the large white dragon on the rampart standing behind him.
How far behind?
Up on the ramparts, So he would only stand about maybe 10 to 15 feet in front of the gates and gesture you to come to him. He stands flanked by a pair of dragon statues.
Okay. Yeah. I think we need to go talk to this guy, guys.
Yep. Let's get what we need.
So.
By the way, with the water, I just imagined it as just, like, closing in immediately behind them.
Right.
Like that one scene in like a lot of action movies where like the walls are closing in.
Right.
As they run by.
So.
All right. So as you all
walk forward,
disembark and approach, he would slam a staff down Skull's iron on top of it. Say, "I am Krull, second to Archon."
Hey.
But he is Krull.
Wait, what?
My name.
Good name.
I agree. Why have you come?
We have come to speak with Archon.
Archon is not here. He communes with the Queen.
You are his herald?
I am his second.
I am sure Archon would reward you if you took us to him.
Why would I waste my master's time with you?
We have something that he craves.
You have something that Archon the Cruel, destroyer of all, wishes to possess?
Yes.
What is this item he so wishes for?
An orb.
You can see recognition on his face. Show it to me.
Hold your tongue, second. Show us your master. I got tired of this negotiation.
You see his eyebrows furrow. You know not who you speak. I could crush you with one hand, little orc. And he stands up to his full height. Stands at about 9 feet tall. Watch your tongue. Show me the orb.
Bill kind of looks at Kroll. Go ahead.
I will pull the bag from my pack.
Okay. The white dragon up at the top shifts uneasily. You can see its claws tightening.
Yeah.
On
I would say
the ramparts.
Your friend behind you can tell you what is in this bag. And then I put it back in my pack.
Kroll looks up behind him. Is it true, Obatala? The dragon up there lets out a harumph. The dragon turtle nods. Give it to me, and I'll let you walk away from here.
You will take us to Archon. We have business.
He looks around towards all four of you. Looks back towards your machine. I could just take it, you know. It could be mine.
I pray that you will try.
You may test that theory at your convenience.
See an intimidation check. For anyone that would like to make one.
Anybody got it better than a -1 on intimidation?
Hey, I do. I got a 4.
Hey, so do I.
Hey, you're better than me. You win.
I mean, I got confidence in the skills to back it up, but...
Right, now I have to decide if I'm listening to the 19 or the 6, or if I'm averaging them and getting...
And I would, like, walk up behind Valafon, and kind of glare at the turtle.
Angry eyes. Throw the angry eyes.
Yeah, shifting her hands on her staff. I thought of his, Bill's thing as like a help.
Okay.
Well, Bill's clearly annoyed and offended by how this, turtle is talking to us. And not actually giving us the time of day.
Okay, so he would take this into consideration. He'd look around at all of you. Says, we could take it. He looks up towards the white dragon. Says, but Archon would be sorely disappointed if he came back to any of his friends damaged. Very well. I will take you to Archon. He can decide what to do with you there. So he would then ask if he could ride along with all of you in Sprinkles, and he would show you how to get to Archon.
Dick move. He offends us, and now he wants a ride. This is like the worst Uber ever.
Does Sprinkles have any interior compartments that somebody could be in and not be visible?
Yeah, Uldrak could probably find a good place to hide in there.
Yeah.
This guy's huge, though, right? Like, he's not going to sit in the front seat.
No.
He's technically a medium creature.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
I will politely ask Lulu if she could hide with Uldrak.
Lulu nods. All right. So, if you all are ready to accompany Turtle Crawl.
Yeah, Turtle Crawl. We have 2 crawls.
TK. Wait, we have we'll call him TK.
TK, nice. Turtle Crawl.
That is a rad looking turtle. I mean, you always think of turtles. I mean, my impression of turtles is always colored by Matt Mercer's role playing and voice acting of turtles, because he's fond of them. But they always come off as so kind of dopey and dumb.
Yeah.
Even if they're not.
I also am guilty of role-playing turtles as being like slow speaking
but that picture is rad.
Yeah. Yeah, my turtles, whenever I've used them in my homebrew a couple times, and I've never used them as dumb, more like slow and methodical.
Yeah.
Every turtle looks like this in my mind. Turtle from Kung Fu Panda.
Nice.
Okay. So I have a feeling he's leading us to the Monument of Tiamat.
That he is.
It's on our map and labeled now.
Just around the corner. I guess here we go. Buckle up, Kroll Turtle.
What does the white dragon do? Does it remain at the tower, or does it follow?
It launches into the sky and continues its circle around the tower.
Okay. Could I have gotten estimate on like age of said white dragon?
Yeah, make a nature check. He was big.
My man.
Yep. Big white dragon. Okay.
Big white dragon, yep. Okay. So, not long after departing from Archon's tower, you all would begin to see rising up along the horizon a colossal dragon's skull leaning up against a mountainside. It's surrounded by bones the size of houses, and acrid smoke rises from the skull's maw. As you all approach, Kroll would put up a hand and say, "It's too dangerous to go closer. Styx tributaries flow under the ground and sometimes rise from here. A vehicle can be sunk without notice. Too heavy. As we go on foot from here, watch your step. If you step into mud, don't step in it for very long. It will not be mud for very long."
Does anyone have any shoes Anna could borrow? She's like always barefoot. Oh wait, maybe I do.
Okay. So as you all disembark and begin making your way, following Kroll, up towards the monument, you can see a military tent has been pitched among the bones near the base of the giant skull. In part next to it is a 2-wheeled infernal war machine. Gathered around the tent are a dozen or more reptilian humanoids with gleaming swords, white scales, and white leathery wings. As you all approach, you all see a dragonborn exit from the tent He is heavily armored, very much embodies the image of the cruelty and malice of a red dragon, as he steps out from the tent, immediately followed by a minotaur who stands almost twice the dragonborn's size, has to lean down, almost doubled over to get out of the tent, and calls out, "What have you brought me, Krull?"
Ooh.
His minotaur friend.
Ooh, a dragonborn with a tail. Interesting.
The white creatures, those, we fought a white Avishai in Elturel. Is that what those are?
That they are.
Okay.
What's the other dragon person thing? It's like one of the monster manual ones.
Half dragon.
Half dragon. Yeah, he looks like a half dragon.
He does.
He does. He was called a dragonborn in Critical Role Season 1, though.
So, as you all approach, TK quickly steps away from you all and turns with his back to Archon, facing you all, very quickly closing the distance between his friends and all of you. And you all stand maybe about 30 feet away from this whole menagerie right now in front of the tents. And Archon takes a step forward and Krull says, "Master, they possess an orb." He looks towards Krull. "And you didn't acquire it already?" Krull says, "I wished to not allow any of your companions to be damaged, my lord. I am sorry. But they are here now. I have brought them to you." Arkan would take a step forward. You see a shallow pit in front of him, dug out only about 5 or 6 feet, but it looks like wet sand, Avernian ash mixed with some sort of liquid down there. He says, "Avashai!" Several of them take to the sky, flying above you. Others emerge from little hovels behind you all. It's about half a dozen of them behind you on the hills, making their way up. Archon turns towards you and says, "You know what I am going to ask you. Let's make this painless."
This can be painless. Surely you must know that we are not without power if we have come this far in this place, carrying this item.
He nods, and word of your arrival in Elturel has reached me, your deeds, the things you've done. I am not ignorant of your activities. You've come here for a reason. It wasn't simply to hand over the orb to me. Why are you here?
I am more than willing to give it to you. But you have something that we require.
Just so happens that you have something that I require as well. He turns and makes a sweeping gesture towards the monument. "I wish to free my queen. I've worked tirelessly, decades, working to get her free, trying to uncover the mysteries of this damned thing." He holds his hand out. It seems to be moving and twisting in ways that he's not controlling. My attempts to understand this have gone unsuccessful, and my mistress grows impatient. He takes a few steps into the little shallow pit. See, you can hear squelching beneath his feet. Blood bubbles up from underneath him. Says, you travel with a being pure. Pure of heart, pure of soul. He looks down at his hand. I require the holy font.
She's not going anywhere.
I will raise everything to the ground that I can before I give her up. The orb, however, I will trade for one thing that you have. I only need a few drops.
He looks down at his chest, sees the reliquary there, and looks back up. You don't understand.
I do.
We will char the bones that your flesh once held on to. My family will feast on you, and then we shall take the golden one. He turns his back towards you. Come, friends! And he lets out a roar, and you see draconic faces beginning to move along the surface of the giant skull. There's no less than a half a dozen fully grown dragons here. He steps forward and says, give me the elephant and the orb, or die. You're taking too long. Feeding time! And you all hear roars echoing from inside of the chasm. You see about 5 or 6 more draconic figures crawling up over rocks onto the top of the skull, peering down at all of you, hungrily. Count no less now than 24 dragons of various age, dozens more Abishai. They seem to pour and ooze from the mouth of the giant dragon skull. A massive red dragon stands atop the skull, looks down at all of you, its horns twisted around itself. It is, by a wide margin, the largest specimen that any of you have ever seen of this particular type. It stretches itself. You hear it speak in Draconic. Hunger. It then stoops as if it's just about to jump off of the skull when you all hear a booming, resonant, hissing voice emerge from the skull. Seems to be 5 voices speaking in unison, but yet somehow finishing each other's sentences. They overlap while continuing one other sentence. They seem to be almost fighting over who gets to be heard, but all of them are very clear. Who speaks Draconic?
Crickets.
Tough call. No. I got Thieves' Cant.
Archon immediately stops, and you see even the red dragon, the massive ancient creature standing atop the dragon skull, freeze in its spot. And then without a second's hesitation, settle back onto its haunches. All of the Abishai immediately put their swords down. Archon tilts his head up as if he's listening intently. Hot, acrid air pressing out from the skull of the giant, almost as if it was speaking. Archon turns back towards you all and takes another couple steps towards you. My queen seems to think you may be useful to her. She says you oppose the current administration. Is this true?
With all of my being.
Lets out a lizard-like tongue, licks away a bit of grime that had settled on the tip of his snout. You must prove your worth before her. She wishes to see if you can truly help her, if you're truly worthy of assisting her. He turns towards the Minotaur. Test them, Toragor. He lets out a massive braying, battling cry, stoops over into a charge. And we're gonna roll initiative.
Yay!
Ooh. This is our chance to get a dragon companion.
I'm gonna murder this Minotaur. Let's do this. I say that, I'm gonna roll nothing here. Oh, 14's pretty good. Well, Valifon already starting the crits here.
I realize if I'm actually first in an initiative, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I rely on things getting to me first.
What is it? Valifon's not on there, is he?
Oh, what's the bull guy's
He's at the bottom.
dexterity? What's
Yeah.
the bull guy's dexterity?
I will check. Dexterity for Toragor's Steel Fist is 17 plus 3.
Nice. Okay, so he's ahead of me.
Okay.
You put 0.2.
Right, just to get him up above you.
Oh, cause 20.
Okay. Balafon, you're up.
Is the Minotaur the only one that seems to be taking an aggressive stance?
Yes.
The ground, this ground here, that would be difficult terrain, or would that be damaging?
It appears Archon just walked through it, did not flinch at it or take any ill effects at all. It did
Yeah.
squelch and squish under his foot, though.
Yep. Bonus action blade song.
Okay.
And 10, 20, 30, 40, 10, and just gonna fly him across here, and then from here, I am going to ooh, darn it, darn it, darn it. I want to get everybody in the fight.
Are you trying a lightning bolt?
No, I was looking at something worse. I guess I'm just gonna cast Chill Touch at him.
Okay.
You can get a decent amount.
28 certainly hits, yeah.
So
Not at
14
all
points of
what I was
damage.
expecting.
I couldn't close the distance and really wail on him, so just getting up and preparing.
Okay. So he throws his head back and lets out this bestial roar. You see his muscles bulging out as he goes into a fit of rage and charges straight at you, Valifon. He is going to put his head down and bull rush, quite literally, directly at you.
Oh.
Closes the distance in no time at all. And you know, he doesn't really need to do that. Let me see how far he can move real quick. Yeah, since that's difficult terrain, that is as far as he can get. So he gets to right there, Valifon, and lowers his horns to 23 to hit.
Yep.
Nice. Bounces off of you. Looks up towards you. Grunts a bit, and in come the scimitars.
Yep. So I give a flourish with my spell dance and.
Okay. Scimitars come crashing in. It's a 15 and a 15. They both bounce off. He looks pissed.
They don't even bounce off. They can just miss me wholly because that's just way below.
Yeah. So dodging out of the line, dodging out of the way. These huge hulking hammers, just hammer blows from his scimitars, crash down to either side of you. He looks up, and he is visibly shook by that. He's very clearly not used to being neutralized that easily. Anacola.
Woo. Okay. Anna's gonna do something stupid. So she's gonna, if I can track my token. Ooh, perfect. She'll run right here.
Difficult terrain through the pit.
Ooh, was it? Would
These.
Okay, so would that be
that whole like muddy area looking there?
Ooh, okay, wait. Muddy. Okay, but I can easily get to here, and then
the Abishais and everyone would back off of you all as soon as the fight started. I'll get them out of your way. These guys wouldn't be there. They'd be as much out of the way as they could be.
Oh, okay.
I assumed they would get out of the way when I moved that way. I was.
Okay, so I can get to here pretty easily then if I go around.
Yeah, if you go around, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she'll get to here and cast a 3rd level moonbeam on him. Yep, and it'll just, he's a large creature, so it would just cover him entirely. Yep, I'll roll the damage now, and then it will, on his next turn, he'll take the damage.
Okay. Bill.
I mean, we all know what's coming then. Using a potion is an action, correct?
Correct.
Okay, we'll wait. I'll bonus action, raging right at him. Pretty much come on the other side of Valifon, and I'm going to try and grapple him.
Okay. Post athletics.
With 22.
You get to 26.
Dang. Gonna try again. Oh, that's even worse.
He does get a 22.
Dang. All right, that's what I got.
You a big boy, dude.
I am aware.
You may have finally met your match in grappling.
And for the record, he is also raging.
Ooh.
I figured when he screamed.
Yeah. I love NPCs that can rage. It's so much fun. Okay. All right, Kroll.
Okay. Crawl's gonna rage.
Okay.
And I can only move 30 feet, so if I move 25 feet to here, could I do a jump and like jump into the mud or whatever?
Yeah, you can jump up to your strength score.
All right,
As
my
part of your
strength
movement.
score is
I believe it is double your strength score if you get a running start. Is that correct, everyone? I forget.
I always have to look up the jumping rules.
Yeah.
They get used so seldomly.
Rules are wild.
They're wild.
so the score is the big
why-
number, right?
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that means you can jump 17 feet from a freestand, but I'm checking that right now. Movement, jumping. Long jump. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you have at least 10 foot of movement immediately before the jump.
I'm so
Okay.
bothered, but
So I'll just jump right there. And I will attack
It-
with... I'm going to go Great Weapon Master. And I'm going to... Would Anacola give me advantage, or would the... She's not next to him, right?
I think that's flanking.
Yes, she is. That's flanking.
And yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you're good.
no, yeah.
This little gap right there just kind of throws me off.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have advantage. I'm going to be doing Great Weapon Master.
Yep.
Okay.
We should surround him.
Oof. Oh, yeah, what is that? 17? 16.
16.
16. 16 does
I'm
not
amazed
hit.
it doesn't. I'm amazed it doesn't do it for us. Like, I'm confused.
I'm confused. Why? Why won't it math for us?
So 16 does not hit.
16 does not hit. He swings around and bats it away with his scimitar.
Okay, well, do Great Weapon Master this time. See if I can just hit. So, nope, I don't hit. Good flipping hell. Okay.
Okay.
That's my turn.
At the top of the initiative, everyone knows how much I love top of the initiatives. You see Archon let out a disgusted, ugh! Taragor, you're supposed to be challenging them. You're making an embarrassment of yourself. Osajino! Get in there and help him.
Yay! What's that?
Oh, it's the Manticore
Chimera.
thing. Oh, even
The
worse.
Chimera moves up to the edge of the tent where it had been standing, lets out 3 very distinct roars, and will act after Bill. Balafon?
Okay. It's time to do some. I cast Shadow Blade at 5th level.
Ooh.
Well,
Oh,
my
damn.
screen went completely black. There it is. It's back. So that's my bonus action. And then my action will start with a Booming Blade.
Any credit, of course.
For 25 plus 23 is 48 plus 13 is 60.
4, 5. I don't remember.
So you hear
I don't remember all the
Torgor begin to
numbers.
shout back, "Keep the beast back! I've got this one!" Ah! He's just take a massive hit. Damn near staggers him. How much? 60 what?
61.
Okay.
And then hit it again for another 25 psychic.
Nice. Jesus.
Holy shit.
Oh, I have
High rolls.
how much of that was
Jeez.
slashing or any other type of physical damage? Because all of that would have been half
was-
from his rage.
It was All psychic and thunder.
All psychic and thunder, all of it.
Because that shadow blade nonsense.
Nice, fucking sweet. Okay. All right, good stuff. Anything else?
No.
Okay, yeah. He would roar in absolute fury directly into your face, Valifon, and the blows would just start raining down on you.
I'm sure. I have his attention now.
I think he'll pass pretty easily, but he has to make a con save.
Okay. Con save from
Against
Torgor
Henry,
is a 15.
Oh,
Pretty
he
low
fails,
for him.
so
Yeah,
he
it's
takes
pretty
10
low for
rating.
him. Yeah, wow. He's not doing too hot. All right.
Does he move? Does he willingly move out of the moonbeam?
No, he's standing right there. He has
Also,
the big dumb. Yeah,
as he
he has
attacks, I
the
would
big
also-
dumb. What's up?
As he attacks, I would also get an attack on him because Sentinel.
Okay. All right, here they come.
Jeez.
Yeah, so that's a 30, so I do 19. 19
Jesus.
magical bludgeoning damage.
You're just fucking this guy up. All right, here they come. He's gonna go reckless.
My man.
That is a 26, a crit, and so that's with the scimitar attacks. So the 26, Valifon, is that gonna hit? Are you gonna be able to shield that at all?
I can't shield that.
Okay. So it is 19 slashing and 3 fire.
Okay, 19
And then
to
in
22.
comes the crit.
I'm silver barbing the crit.
Okay, that's probably a good idea. Second attack on the crit is a 26 again, though.
That's fine. It's not a crit.
No. For 19 slashing and 6 fire.
So another 25.
And then in come the horns. And that's, 26 again for 15 more piercing.
So 45 of one attack.
So you said another 15?
Yep. From the horns.
Yeah. I'm down.
Oh, no. Oh,
Whoa.
shit. Yeah. He would rear up and bellow in victory. Just Anna?
Well then, well did he, does he resist magical bludgeoning? Or, because I know most barbarians do, but I'm not sure about him.
He has all the same shit the barbarians do.
Okay, so he did resist my attack.
Okay.
I'm asking, because I don't know if his
Yes.
his
Any,
verbiage
so
might
yeah,
say-
I'll go. His verbiage should be identical, but I'll go ahead and check it out now. Rage. One reaction. Okay. Oh, that's silvery bars. What the fuck? I'm reading Balafon's thing. As bonus action, Torgor can enter a rage that lasts for 1 minute. The rage ends early if Torgor is knocked unconscious, or if his turn ends and he hasn't attacked a single hostile creature or taken damage since his last turn. While raging, Torgor gains the following benefits. He has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. He deals 3 extra damage when he hits a target with a melee weapon attack. He has resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Stop.
Yep, okay, so he does resist my attack.
So that was
so
19, so halved down.
It was 19, so it would be...
Okay.
Wait, no, 9.
9. We round down.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9. Math is hard.
Alright, so on my turn, I'll reroll the damage in a second, but I will just make 2 attacks against him. Even if they're
Those both hit.
halved.
He is reckless. All your attacks have advantage.
Yep. Well, it doesn't matter, but so that would be a total of 7 bludgeoning, accounting for half. Oh wait, no, I wouldn't make the second attack. Sorry.
Okay.
Could I? I wouldn't
fine,
have
that's
done
fine.
that.
I'll give him back a few points.
So it would just be the 5
Yep.
magical bludgeoning, and then I would healing word Valpon. I'm not sure if it's going to be very helpful, but I'll do it anyway. So that's 1d4. Oh wait, should I do it? I should upcast it, shouldn't I?
I mean, it's not going to matter that much. He's going to stand up, but if he gets hit, he's going to get knocked down again.
Yeah, no matter how much
but
I give him.
still,
Yeah, so you gain 8 hit points.
mhm.
Yep. And that is all I do.
Okay. Bill.
Oh, I'll reroll it.
Bill, seeing that, I'm gonna try and hack at him with my cleaver.
Okay. 23 hits. Slashing is halved down to 3.
And then I will attempt to grapple. There
Nice.
we go.
Holy
Big
shit.
money.
Yeah, that's going to be hard. That's going to be hard for him to beat. He has advantage. Oh!
No way.
He double critted with 31 on both of them.
No! Oh my god.
Wow.
I thought for sure 29 was going to cover it.
His crit is a 31.
Oh, all right.
Double crits. Wow. So, Bill, you lock with him for a quick moment. The two of you are locked in this struggle, and you see muscles bulging, shirts tearing on both sides, but finally he's able to throw you off and take a step back, gasping.
Oh, you all have equal. You have equal athletics. That's why.
Yeah. I'll then, as we kind of stagger away, I'll swing at him with my bonus action for the cleaver again.
Okay. Nicking his midsection. So that is 15 halves down to 7.
No sneak, so less 1.
Okay.
So 14, still 7.
No, why wouldn't you get sneak?
Only once per turn. Use it on his first attack.
Sneak.
Use it on his first
Only
attack
get sneak
once per
once.
turn.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay. All right. At this point, you all hear the rustling of wings as that 3-headed creature takes to the sky, takes the long way around, and lands right here.
So does it?
Of course,
fly...
he's right behind us.
Does it fly this way?
No, it takes the long way around. It flies like that.
Okay.
Lands.
Dang.
Takes a deep breath. And you all see Toragor look like, Asashino! No! And it just lets out a huge cone of fire at all of you.
Oh, no.
Thank God for Bear Totem.
I need everyone to make dex saves, please.
Danger sense. Thank God.
Oof.
That's...
Oh, Kroll. Oh, no.
No.
It's not gonna matter for me.
Toragor can get there.
I'll take... would inspiration help? Would inspiration help? Or
17?
No?
Yeah, 17 will get you there.
Okay. I'll use my inspiration.
Okay, Toragor gets an 18. So it is 31 points of fire.
Okay.
Washes over all of you. Have for anyone that succeeds. Have down to 15 for anyone that succeeds.
And 7 for those of us with Bear Totem.
Yep.
I'll have it with absorb elements.
Sorry, you said 31, so half
31 total. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I have it. Valifon, didn't you cast a reaction spell already?
No.
Silvery Barbs?
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you silvery barbs when Toragor was kicking your ass.
So I'm down again.
Rip. Okay. That is the Chimera's turn. Oh my god. It can fire breath and keep attacking.
Oh no.
Yeah. 3 attacks, one with its bite, one with its horns, one with its claws. When fire breath is available, it can use the breath attack in place of its bite or horns. So, roll. Claw coming at you. That is a 16 to hit you, roll.
Nope.
Oh, he's flanking. He is flanking with Toragor. That is a 26.
Oh,
For
okay.
12 slashing.
Oh, bag.
So 6 then?
Although he just lit Toragor on fire, I doubt he's very friendly right now, but... so yeah, half down to 6. And then in comes a bite. That is only 15 with advantage. It's a miss.
That's a miss, yeah.
Okay, you're up, Kroll.
Oh, hold on.
Yep.
I want to do a riposte.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, so superiority. Let's do an attack with Blood Axe. me to add my superiority. There we go. 15.
15. Who are you swinging at?
Yes, it's swinging at the Chimera with the riposte.
Oh, yeah. 15. Where is this thing's AC at? What the fuck? That hits.
Ooh, okay. So... Oh my gosh.
Still reaction damage. Yeah, it's not bad.
I just realized there's a lot of damage I haven't been doing because I didn't have my damage modifier on. I think I've hit like 3 times so far, and so that's 3d6 necrotic I had to do.
Okay, let's just average it then, so let's just do 9.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna roll.
Okay. Roll anything else after... Right. Well, no, that was your reaction, so it is your turn, Kroll.
Yeah. So I'm gonna turn my attention to this guy right here.
In your face. Alright.
I'm gonna Great Weapon Master, Reckless Attack.
It's like a giant, fierce roar, lizard-like from the dragon, and then the tiger roars in your face, and then bah!
Alright, so Great Weapon Master, Reckless Attack.
That's
no
it.
Superiority. Let's do Orcish Fury with this. So let me just click that down. Alright, so good flipping hell. Alright. So that's what, 21, 25?
Okay.
And that is with the plus 10. Yep, okay.
Yeah, you rolled a 1 on your damage dice. That's what killed you.
Alright, so let's do it again. No Orcish Fury this time. So I'm going to use my Sessional.
Okay.
No, wait, no, I'm
you're reckless.
Oh, yeah.
You're reckless.
That's a hit. That's a hit.
Alright, so...
You're also flanking. Oh wait, no, is it with... It's just...
Yeah, he switched to the
Chimera thing. There we go.
Okay,
All right,
yeah.
so 29, 34.
Okay.
And fuck it, let's action surge.
Nice.
Try to get this thing off the field. I'm gonna still Great Weapon Master.
15 hits.
Okay. With my Great Weapon. I'm gonna use a superiority die to try to trip it.
Okay.
I could have did that at the first, but oh well. So superiority.
But you already had advantage, so getting it on the ground didn't really matter than just getting some extra damage.
Drink save result is a 7. Down he goes.
Boom. Okay, so that's what? 8. That's 14.
40.
34. 40, yep.
Nice. He's badly hurt, but he is standing.
And then one more attack.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, you are going to one-shot it.
10 does not hit. Oh, no.
Oh, shit. Okay. I think that there's anything.
Good try.
Yeah, it was real close. If you'd connected, you probably would have killed it.
All right. Well, bonus act. Can I do anything for bonus action? I don't think so. Great Weapon says I could do something if
you crit.
Yeah. Crit or 0, bring somebody down to 0. Okay. So that's it for me then.
Okay. Balafon, good luck. Oh!
Hey!
Hey!
It's 2 successes, right?
No, that's up
that's
to
up
1
at 1 hit point at the beginning of his turn.
I am going to bonus action. Misty Step.
Okay. He looks down where he thought your body was, like, no, and starts looking around.
Oh. For some reason I can't move my. Why can't I select my character?
Did you collect the ring thing?
Where are you trying to send him?
About 20 feet, but I can't even. I obviously need to reload. Roll 20. Roll 20 is going nuts on me. Give me just a second. There we go. So I'm gonna Misty Step to here.
Okay.
Ebon Star is going to give me the help action. Actually, I'm going to misstep to here.
Okay.
Ebon Star is. I don't even need the help action because I have advantage at here, and I'm just going to attack this guy twice. And the first one will be with a booming blade. So 25 for 9 piercing and 7 thunder.
Okay, down he goes.
Oh! Yeah, and there's nothing else I can do then. So I will move back to here.
Okay. All right. Torgord let out a bellow, look up towards Valifon, give him a grunt, and then look down towards the 3 that are still surrounding him.
Yeah, I'll flip what's his face off, but
he is going to look around, and then his eyes are going to settle on Anacola, and a vicious smile is going to spread across his minotaur face.
She smiles she smiles back at him.
He seems eager to prove that he can slay at least one of you.
He did a pretty good job on me.
Anna.
He does have to make a con save about.
Yep, okay, con save first. Result is a 29.
Yeah, okay, so he takes 7 radiant.
Okay. And it's a 30 to hit with the first attack.
Yeah, it hits.
16 slashing and 3 fire. Down comes another scimitar attack. That is a 25 to hit. 18 slashing, 3 fire.
Wait. Yep. Is that it?
No, Horn's next.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 27 to hit for 20 piercing.
Jeez.
Oh, that's it?
Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
So, I need to do math. I'm gonna type this in, because I can't. Sorry.
Right, I forget Roll20 will just do math for us if we type stuff in.
Okay, so that's 60. Yeah, but I also have like temporary hit points, and it's like. Okay. She's not even below half her hit points.
Nice.
Yeah, she looks up at him, like a little bit of like a bit bruised, blood running down her nose, but she's fine.
All right.
She just laughs.
You're up, Anna.
All right. On her turn, she will. Yeah. Okay. So I'll reroll the damage in a second, but in the meantime, since her attacks are kind of futile, she will Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
That is a wisdom save. Good luck, barbarian.
Right. It's a 14.
Nice. My DC is actually 16. I don't know why it says that, but yes. So he takes 3d6 psychic and then runs away.
The only problem is that he's moving away from us.
Everybody gets opportunity attacks.
Yeah, but we all. Yeah, all of us get
opportunity
opportunity
attack.
attacks.
Yeah.
9. That's 9 psychic. That's
Yeah.
9 psychic, and then we all make opportunity attacks. That's the real boon of the spells, the opportunity
Yeah,
attacks we
definitely.
all get.
Hit?
Oof,
Oh, 16.
16 to hit.
16 does not hit. 16
Ouch.
misses.
Okay, you guys? How you guys
Go ahead,
fare
Bill.
with your opportunities?
And his last attack, reckless.
Oh. Would you have advantage? I don't,
He is reckless.
He
yeah,
was reckless.
he's reckless.
Yeah.
I was just saying, I think I got him there.
Bill,
Nice.
how do you
30.
take him down as he's running away from you?
Yes.
Hamstring.
I'm hoping for this. Exactly. So as he turns to move, I take my cleaver and I get him right in the back of the hamstring. And then as he
Drops
falls down to his
yep.
knees, yep, I just go right into the side of his neck, trying to take his head off.
It's a very thick neck, Bill. It'll take a few swings.
I'm just gonna keep going. It'll come off eventually.
The butcher and cow thing just
Exactly.
goes into a
Art-
Just
flurry.
going to town.
Bill, as you're about like 8/10 of the way through, Archon would raise a hand. Enough! Bill, do you stop? Just before you get the head all the way off.
Trying to negotiate with this guy.
I'll come.
What's that, Bill?
I'll just keep going.
Stop! 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 We stop! Bill!
You got it?
Bill! Yeah, we got it. We're good. We're good.
Sorry,
Right.
my microphone's not working. I'm not working. I'm too excited.
Bill, so you continue after everyone's yelling at you to stop?
I try to pull him away.
Bill, I need a confirmation from you if you are continuing after everyone has shouted you should stop.
I'm trying to decide.
Okay.
I will let Anna pull me away.
Okay.
She's significantly weaker than you. You're very much allowing her.
Right, very much allowing. All
Because,
right.
like, I'm raging, I'm mad. Like,
I have -1 strength.
yeah. Well,
So-
we'll just let it happen.
Arcan is going to step up and he's going to say, Kroll, see to a Sojano. And Arcan is going to lean down and place his hand on Torgar. Kroll is going to do the same thing with the Chimera. And they are both going to cast.
See, this is why I wanted to take its head off. This is why I wanted to kill him.
I was about to cast Revivify if they didn't.
Yes. So Archon and Kroll both cast Revivify on their friends. They both rise. Torgar looks around, pissed, looks over at Bill and Anna, and looks over towards Valifon and just puts his head down and starts walking away to the back of the tent. That's
Wait,
ass
Anna's
kicked.
gonna run after him. She wants to give him like a handshake, like that, slap their hands together, you know, like the really bro way.
Make a persuasion check, Anna.
Oh, come on. I'm not good at this. I don't have time to guide myself.
He kind of stops for a second and then just like puts a fist out for you.
Yeah.
You
Good fight.
fought well.
As did you. If you had more allies at your side, I assume we would have lost.
If he had rolled 25s instead of 26s, he would have gone down in the second round.
Okay. So, Arkan would step forward after his allies are revived. Say, my queen is right to put her belief in all of you. You all truly are powerful. Show me the orb.
I pull it out.
Chimera flies back over to its perch and starts licking its many wounds. Archon nods, says, my great and terrible queen in all of her wisdom has seen it fit to grant you... He takes the reliquary off. This. If one of you has the power to control the orb. These are her terms. There will be no negotiation with the Queen of Dragons.
Our metagaming, what do we have to do to control the orb?
One of you has to try and attune to it.
I'm down.
I think I have the best chance.
Oh, is it Okay, if it's intelligence, you do it.
It's not intelligence, but
I said Bill will do it, but who knows how this is going to shake out? So,
but
We
I
all
have
try at the same
advantage.
time.
But I think I have advantage on the save.
Oh. Ooh.
Anicola,
Oh.
do you have the resistance cantrip?
Ha! No.
Okay.
No, I would. Sorry.
Okay.
But
I mean, how many times does that come up that you need the resistance cantrip?
I know.
it's like very specific situations that I've only seen occur in Baldur's Gate, where it's like, oh, you try to use an item and you have to, you're gonna have to make a save. So it's like that's like the only time you need it.
And John, I wish I still had my inspiration for this. I think that this... Does anybody have bless?
But she ain't coming here.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Before, so attuning to an item takes an hour. Yes.
That is correct.
Ooh. Yeah, so it wouldn't really count, would it?
Can I use a potion like 30 minutes into that?
I'll allow it.
Okay. I will attune to the orb.
Okay.
30 minutes in, I'm drinking a potion of heroism.
Okay.
How long does it last?
An hour.
Oh.
Valifon, as you begin attuning to it, you can feel a massive amount of otherworldly power flowing through you. This power was obviously not meant for any mortal being or anyone but the most powerful of wizards or, of course, dragons. While this is happening, you can feel it tightening your grip around itself, almost, well, not almost, but against your will, or unable to release it. I need you to make a charisma saving throw to start.
Is this...
Oh, no.
Is this for a charm?
It is.
I have advantage.
You do.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
+3.
11. Okay.
Don't you have +1 to saves?
What?
Your ring of protection?
Yeah.
It's in there.
Oh, but it says +0.
Yeah, it's in there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you have -1. Okay, my bad.
For some reason, I keep thinking you're a warlock, but nope.
Yeah. The number of times in this campaign, I wish And in Candlekeep, I wish I could have swapped my 2 characters.
Okay. Alphon.
Yes.
You get an overwhelming urge to listen to what Tiamat and Arcan have to say. You are hanging on their every
listening.
word.
Should we kill him? If we kill him and brought him back, would it like help, guys?
Valafon.
Bro.
Furthermore, as soon as the attunement completes, you feel a number of things. The first is an explosion of acid that erupts from the orb, coating you.
Oh, so he dies anyway.
Valafon, you do take.
Oh no.
24 acid damage.
No.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm down.
Wait, would he would have done that during a short rest, right?
He was doing something. He couldn't have rested.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can attune to an item during a short rest. Would I have short rested during that time?
That's what I was going to point
you
out.
would have needed to complete the hour in order to attune to it.
We let the guy with 1 health attune to a magical item. I was like, all right.
Well, you know, Valafon, it doesn't matter. This isn't enough to outright kill you, and Archon would have given you a cure wounds even if he hadn't. Okay. So yeah, you're not down, you're not dead. It's just
I take a bunch of damage and somebody brings me back up.
Right, exactly. At that point, Archon would nod and say, he would be looking right at you while he says this, Valafon. He would say, "You are to take the orb before Bel. Offer it to him as a sign of our great queen's appreciation of the work he does. We will inform you of what next steps to take after you've relinquished the orb." Valafon.
Understood.
Yeah. The rest of you are free to respond how you will. Valafon has no choice but to accept this.
I'm okay with that.
Still wondering if we should, like, I don't know, kill him and bring him back, see what happens.
I know who Bel is, yes?
Yeah, you've all he's been mentioned a few times already.
Right. So, Bel, for everybody else who may not remember, Bel was the former Lord of Avernus. He is technically Zariel's second.
Yep.
But he basically just stands on the sidelines and does the least amount that he can do.
So, in response to Anicola looking shiftily over at Valafon, Arcan would respond that if the bearer is to die, another needs to take his place. The orb must reach Bel, or you all must die trying. Those are the terms of the agreement. And he would hand over the reliquary with Tiamat's blood in it.
Bill will pipe up, and one of my pride.
Your what?
You took my kill from me.
Arcan nods, says, "Only fitting. Toragor." Toragor, you see his eyes go wide. "Yes, master." Toragor, he looks him up and down. He looks towards you, Bill.
Don't.
Gauntlets or belts? Toragor's like, no, Arcan, you can't. And Arcan just shoots him a look, and Toragor immediately shuts up. Arcan kind of squints at Toragor. "I can't. Toragor, remove your gauntlets and your belt. Present it to these fine warriors." The red dragon up on top of the thing kind of snorts and looks down towards Toragor. He sheepishly approaches Bill and Kroll with a set of gauntlets and a belt. He hands them out to you.
Would a particular person recognize these said gauntlets or belt?
They are gauntlets of flaming fury.
Alright, I don't know that one. Cool.
And a belt of fire giant strength.
Ah.
Yes! Glorious day today. Bill will look at these with appreciation and just walk away.
Take them?
Nice.
Oh, I'm taking them.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I thought that was like a moment.
No, like takes them, appreciates, and then walks away. Let me be more clear.
Yeah. You get them for defeating Toragor.
Oh my god. 25 strength.
All right, everyone. With these instructions in hand, the reliquary of Tiamat's blood, the orb of dragonkind, which Valifon you actually have full access to now.
Yeah.
At Forend level. Shit.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good.
Ouch! All con saves.
Accidentally
we're-
closed out of it. What's it called again?
The orb of dragonkind. Which one you have? You just picked up the belt of fire giant strength and the gauntlets of flaming fury, I believe they're called. All right, everyone. We're going to go ahead and call it a session there. And when we come back next week, you all can fulfill your side of the bargain with the Dow and with Uldrak.